Why, hello there. Can you all hear me? It's kind of different for me now that I can't see something literally light up. Hello, hello! As you can see, this is my new model. Do you like the very animated eyebrows? Hold on. Yay! Hello! As you can see, this is a kind of an alternative universe bunny, because I literally went and got my hair dyed. Yes. Also, I am undercover, so I don't have ears. That is the story I'm going through. But yeah, this is technically not my model. It is a model I am using for the sake of Live 2D. Oh, I almost showed you guys the eyes. So I'm not doing a formal model showcase, but I do want to show you guys some of the things. Yes, the ears are indeed folded up. So let me be right back and I can show you other parts of the super cool model I'll be using. Whoa! Don't mind, I'm still here. I just... Wow, look, I have legs! Can you believe that? My model is finally not a half-body PNG. Oh my gosh, I have shoes. You can see I have socks. Oh, whoa. Also, you guys can kind of see I did keep the coat that I really liked from my other model. I say that this is just what the model looks like, but I bought it because I love the outfit. Now, what else can I show you? I guess I can just show you the model. No, I'm kidding. I'll show you... Oops. Hold on. Hi! Hi! Oh. Wow! What's this? Oh my gosh. It's me! Hello! Hello! Oh my gosh. The mouth is... I'm still working on like the tracking, so it's not as reactive as I'd like it to be, but... Hello! I actually wanted to do a bit more, but then I got impatient. Dang it, all that practice. It's okay, it's okay. Hello, this is the new bunny. Especially when it comes to like chatting. Hello! I will show you guys the full model later, but right now, I'm okay with this. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's right, that's right. Hold on, let me show you something. Ugh. I have expressions! It's kind of crazy. I love... Wait, hold on. The thing is, I love this model a lot because of how expressive it is, even if I'm still working on, like, the tracking. But I do like how the eyes kind of work. And I do like how bouncy it is. Whee! But I have expressions! And also this. I'm gonna be reading your questions very carefully. Very carefully. Alright. But you guys aren't here for this, I guess, because you didn't know it was happening, technically. So instead, let's do what we're really here for. Hello! Welcome! Yay! Yes, I did. Thank you! Hi, Perinko! I picked through all the questions. I picked a whole bunch. I hope I can answer as many as I can. We will see. But yeah, I love it. Although I am gonna work on the mouth tracking. Apparently I can fix that, but it takes a lot of setup. I didn't do it in time. But yes, today we are doing a Q&A. Oh my goodness, I can't get over how bouncy it is, and now that you guys can actually see me move, you're gonna see that I literally cannot sit still. I did not upgrade the PC. That is why I can't use this for PC games, but I have hope that I can use this for Switch games because it's just not as intensive on my computer. So Switch games and chatting, and I'm actually gonna like post a poll. I'll give you guys, let you know. I'm gonna do a watch along, and it's gonna be at night. Well, night for me. I don't know if it's night for you guys, but it's gonna be like the times I used to stream. And I'm gonna be doing a watch along, and I'm gonna let you guys vote on what we're gonna watch. It is gonna be animated series, though. I don't want to watch a movie. Black Friday already? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? That's months away. That takes... Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Time. Okay. It's July. It's July. Why are you talking about Christmas? Oh my gosh. Hold on. Let me just... Ugh. How could you guys make me feel so bad about the passage of time? Do you know how it feels to be... to have to deal with this? Ugh. Okay, I'm done. I wanted to get more into the bit, but it was harder. Honestly, I know it's July. There's no need to be so dramatic. No, it's not. Maybe in Hallmark, it's always Christmas. But we are not in Hallmark. Also, I also wanted to say that even though I'm using this overlay, I realized that I didn't have an overlay prepared for this model. So I hope you guys... I hope it still looks okay. I hope you guys can tell. Because I just, the hair color is so close to the overlay, which is kind of complimentary, but at the same time, I worry I blend in too much. But I had another overlay I was planning to use, and it was it wasn't great. It really wasn't great. And I can say that because it was hard for me to look at the screen. I can't imagine how it'd be like for you guys. I love, oh my goodness. Now I have to get a whole new overlay. We'll see. Anyways, no need to invest so much. I'm just gonna use what I have until I need to invest. I know, that's what I was thinking. I was like, oh my goodness, if someone is the thing is, if someone struggles, I don't know if blue would be affected by color blindness. As far as I know, it's red and green, right? That's the most common color blindness. But I'm really gonna blend in, I think, if people have severe. It's okay. Even if I blend in, I'll just look like a chameleon. Was it blue? I thought it was red-green. Literally a bunch of people I know who are colorblind are only red-green blindness, and somehow they can drive. Oh my goodness. The moment I found out that they frequently drive, they're like, yeah, you just memorize the location of the red and green light. And I'm like, okay, that's okay. I understand that. But something still feels wrong. No, that's what they said. But the sheer panic that went through my entire soul when I found out that they're like, yeah, it's fine. Yeah, it's totally fine. And I'm just like, hold on. It's really hard for me to shake my head. I have to shake. Oh my goodness. Wow. Ugh. That's the thing. I know that some places, even in a couple cities I've been to, they alternate between horizontal and vertical lights. So I'm just like, oh. Yeah. I really appreciate the fact that I can see all the colors. I think a lot of people really take it for granted. Even us, a lot of us take it for granted for the things that we naturally have and can do. For example, some people wake up and they can just see. They don't need these. They don't need to pay to see. But this is not me trying to talk about how, messed up some of the eyeglass industry is. Nope. Nope, that's not what this is for. Anyways, let's go on to the questions. Whoa, look at this. So, why monochromatic demon and rabbit? Why Bunni Aria? What is the origin of your name and persona as a whole? Whoa. So I saw this and I was like, I think I kind of answered it because the questions had been open for so long. I'd been slowly answering them on stream if I felt like, oh, I didn't know you guys didn't know this. But I don't mind answering here. Also, thank you guys to those who sent in questions. There were so many I wanted to ask, but I tried to find ones that would allow me to answer differently, like they're not in the necessarily the same format, or like they cover different topics. So that's kind of like what I was going through. Also, anyone who sent me a pickup line, I blocked you. And I don't mean like we addressed this before because I'm just here to have fun. But some people have sent me like pickup lines, and I just blocked you guys. I'm sorry. I'm not even sorry. I'm not here for that. But yeah, thank you guys to those who sent questions. I'm gonna try to get through as many today. If we cannot get through all the questions today, I think there are 24. Then I might do a part 2. We'll see. Okay. So, the reason I chose a monochromatic design, and this is like, I guess, design talk, but I like the look of it. So, as you guys, I don't think I've ever mentioned this, but one of my all-time favorite VTuber models is Amelie. I love her monarch, and her mermaid is probably like my ideal. Like, I'm so in love with her mermaid model. And as soon as I saw it, I was like, oh my god, you can do monochromatic. And it looks so good. And that's kind of like what influenced me with this model, because this model is customizable. You can change like some of the colors, but I chose to go with the blue palette because that's just what I like. I think it's so pretty. Recently in my everyday life, I'm also very monochromatic. I recently got the perfect water bottle, the perfect purse, and the perfect shoes to go with majority of my wardrobe. So I've been dressing very monochromatically. So it's just my style. I really like it. And I think like the most important thing is to have a model that you like, because it's kind of representing you. And even though this model isn't me, because it is a model that you customize, but it is similar to what I would want, because even though I'm monochromatic, I do want to use other accent colors like shades like white and black and silver and things like that. But yeah, we'll get to that when I can actually, commission a model. So why a demon? It was actually a joke. It was supposed to be a joke. I was gonna be like, I'm a demon rabbit, because there's literally nothing about my model that looks like a demon. And then I kind of just went with it. Yeah. And why a rabbit? I just liked it. I don't know. When I was messing around with the PNG, the pit crew, I really liked how the ears looked, and I was like, oh, I look kind of different. I don't look like a regular girl. Because I think part of being a VTuber is you can really push boundaries. You can play around, you can do and be whoever you want. And I was like, you know what? I'll just be a demon rabbit. Why not? That's really I think the thing with... Okay, even the mouth is throwing me off. I messed up with the sensitivity, and I obviously did not do it properly. But, what was I talking about? Dang it. I think I was talking about how being a VTuber, you can push boundaries. But I feel like I went on another topic, and I lost my train of thought. Why not? Okay, I don't remember. So why did I pick Bunni Aria? I don't want to go too into it because Bunni Aria is just my identity. No, I'm kidding. You're talking about a rabbit? I think I mentioned that I was just like playing around and I thought it would be really fun, and I just liked how it looked. But it's just my identity. If we're not talking about design, then like, yes, this is just my identity. I was born as a demon rabbit. What is the origin of my name? The thing is, I kind of this will break the immersion a lot if I like go into why I picked my name. But I will go into the origin of my last name. I won't go into the origin of my first name. That's gonna be like lore stuff. But because for design purposes, Aria was supposed to be a joke as well. Because I can't sing. So I was like, you know what'd be really funny if there was like those characters where they're named after something and they're like the complete opposite. So imagine someone having the name Aria and then they can't sing. It sounds like the setup of like those manhwas where it's like, you disgraced our family name. How could you? Why did you not inherit our singing ability? Things like that. I was like, that'd be kind of fun to play with. And I just kind of liked how it sounded, Bunni Aria. But now I go by Ria. Let me see if I can not. Now I go by Ria. Because after a while I was like, that fits better. Karaoke is for 1K. I made a promise. If we get 1K, I'll do karaoke. So it gives me a lot of time to figure out how I'm gonna do it. But yeah, my persona of... I think I went through it in like segmented fragments. I think I did. I think it's okay. I think that answer is okay. Exactly. It was like, I think I girl bossed too close to the sun. Okay. Next question. What games do I play off stream? Mostly Pokemon. Every time they come out with like a code that you redeem, I play that. Also, I play Stardew, but lately I haven't been playing Stardew. Other games I've been playing is... what is it called? Turnip Boy Robs a Bank. I keep thinking I'm gonna play it on stream because I've literally unlocked everything and I can just show you guys how OP it is because I'm only on like level 3, I think. So it's really funny, but at the same time, I'm like, I don't know if this is like interesting. So a lot of times I'll play games and I'll be like, I'm having fun, I'm just chilling. But then I'm like, if I play it on stream, will be fun to watch. And that's like, I think always the conundrum when it comes to streaming. Like I want to share games I enjoy, you guys, but it's different from like playing, I guess, Pokemon, where it's just nostalgia, right? Like some people really enjoy watching the GameCube Pokemon games because it's nostalgia, and also it's just like fun to replay because I don't really remember how it goes, or I'm like going to certain parts for the first time. So that's okay. But then on the other hand, there's games like a Cat Cafe Manager I recently got, and I played a lot of that, but it's not fun. Maybe it's like a chatting game, and I say not fun, not because like I'm not playing it. Clearly it's fun. But actually, I don't like playing management games too much on stream because I get really quiet and focused, and also I get really upset at sometimes when it like things don't go well. So I'm like, yeah, I'm not playing these. I'm not a rage streamer. Hello, welcome. But yeah, so like the games I play off stream tend to be like for me to like chill. Okay. So this was a question and I didn't put it in because we passed it. It was the Steam sale. So I did not get anything from the Steam sale. Like not at all. But there is a game that just came out and I'm so sad I can't play it on stream with you guys because it's called Dungeons of Hinterberg. It is so cool. I am planning to play it on like a different computer I'm gonna borrow and like record it. And I feel like I shouldn't say it because I have a really bad track record. Like if I say I'm gonna stream, I usually stream. If I say I'm gonna post a video, I never post a video. But I'm gonna record myself playing it because it's so fun and I wanna play it, but I can't on my computer because my computer literally... Sad. But yeah, I didn't have anything I wanted from the Steam sale. I don't know. I think it's because a lot of the games I want are like coming soon games and they haven't come out yet. And it's not that there aren't any cool games for the Steam sale. If I had been streaming, I would have asked you guys for recs, and then I would have considered buying them. But yeah. I know, my goal is to someday get an actual PC where I can, like, play normal games. There are so many games I want to play, and my computer always just Frustrating. I like how my model's still smiling. I'm not smiling. Trust me. I have beef. I have beef. Monster Hunter? If I play Monster Hunter, it would be on Switch. It wouldn't be on PC because I realize I'm a controller person. 100% a controller person, not a keyboard. Dungeons at Hinterberg is an exception. I think I can use a controller of that because it's also on Xbox. If anyone wants to play it, I'm so jealous. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna play it, and then hopefully I'll post it. We'll see. Yeah, I know. Okay, wait, can you do controller for Monster Hunter? Oh, okay. I'll consider it, but next Steam sale, next year. It's okay. There's another upcoming one called Cozy Game Sale. I think Wholesome Games is doing a sale. So if Monster Hunter is there, I'll consider it. Monster Hunter is the ultimate cozy game. Honestly, one of my favorite streamers used to play that. And I only watched it because I was a fan of his gameplay, but I never considered playing it myself. I'll have to review it. We'll see. Okay. What else? I think that's it. That's like what I play off stream. Oh, also, this is like a fact I used to mention, but I used to play a lot of Homescapes. Yes. If you guys don't know, it's a mobile like puzzle game. And the reason I mention it is because I was on like 3,000 something for levels. So yeah. I don't play anymore, but I remember that being like the farthest I've ever gotten in any game. I never got into Candy Crush. I never got into like other things, but Homescapes, it had me in a chokehold. Okay, next question. Oh, it took me 30 minutes to answer 2 questions. We are not making good time, you guys. If you had an opportunity to travel anywhere you would know local language, where would you go and why? Hands down, Japan. Because I love stationery, number 1. And Japan is like the land of cute stationery. Number 2, I love Sanrio. Japan is the home of Sanrio. Honestly, that's all I can say because if like when it comes to other things, it's just capitalism, just materials. That's just what I want. I thought about it because I saw this question. I was thinking, I was like, where would I go? Would I go to Italy, the land of like pasta and pizza? Would I go to France, the home of like pastries? And then I realized I hadn't eaten. So I was like, oh, dang it. This is why everything is like food related. But now I'm like, stationery in Sanrio. Stationery in Sanrio. Hello Kitty is a cat in her heart. She wanted to be a cat so much, she manifested it in the way that people saw her, even if she's not a cat. Which Sanrio? I love most of them. I love Pochaco. I love Choco Cat. I love Hello Kitty. I had to think because I was like, do I have anyone else I love before Hello Kitty? And the answer is like, no. I think Pochaco is number 1. Hello Kitty 2, and then Choco Cat is a very close 3. But Choco Cat has been falling in the popularity poll, so it doesn't have as much merch as it used to, and it makes me so sad. Wait. Wrong. It makes me so sad that Choco Cat doesn't have the merch. Oh gosh, like that's so unfair. Okay. I have to learn how to use this more effectively. Yeah. I've it's so bad. Like I get why everyone's going to Japan because this is like a good time for other people to go, but yeah, I don't know. I've seen a lot of news about like how disrespectful some people are being and that really sucks. But also I've been able to get really cute merch I'm sorry, I'm benefiting from this unfortunate situation. It's kind of mixed. It's kind of mixed. Thank you. That's why I'm really excited. Okay. Yeah. Curse. Honestly, I hope the people who mess with the cherry blossoms just for a freaking photo never have a cold pillow, never have a cold bed, and they are constantly uncomfortable as they sleep. Like, how dare you? Okay, anyways, next question. Next question. If you got sent to another world, which world would it be? Pokemon, 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 Pokemon. Even if you are constantly dealing with people trying to take over the world, I too want to build a team of friends who journey with me and keep me company as we like go on adventures and do cool things. Oh my gosh, Pokemon. In more normal answers, I would say like just Pokemon because technically you don't have to like here's the thing. I read a lot of like dungeon and fantasy stories, but like there's a real chance of death in those places. And in Pokemon, you are less likely because it's kid friendly. And I think that'd be really funny because could you imagine like I don't know, it'd be like really funny because imagine you'd have like a sensor because it's supposed to be kid friendly. Oh gosh, I don't know. I feel like the possibilities for humor are hilarious. Hilarious. No, 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 no. You see, that's you would have your ways. You would have your ways and your know-how because you were born into that world, so you would know what not to do. And as long as you don't like, I don't know, bump into a primal, gigantic Jigglypuff and Gengar, you're probably less likely to like suffer, grievous damage. Yeah, exactly. But not just that. I just think it'd be so much fun to build a team of good friends to go and travel and go on adventures with you. And like, it'd be really fun. Yeah! Okay. That was like the easiest for me to answer. What is the right way? Oh, I think I said this. Rhea. It's not either. I just prefer Rhea. Through like a lot of trial and error, I was like, oh yeah, Rhea's nice. So yeah. Here. What is my favorite genres of stories and what genres I like the least? Okay. The thing is, I went through my list. I went through my track list. I like fantasy. I like slice of life. And I really like when there's like fantasy slice of life and romance. But romance is not like a must have, and I don't need it to be. I don't need it to be the main driving force. I prefer the story to be focused on like the characters, and then romance is a part of that. And it's really nice because I like it when it builds naturally. And it's not that romance centered stories aren't good. I have like a couple I love. I love. But it's just like based on my preferences, I've realized that I prefer the focus to be on a character with a life and a goal. And then the romance kind of comes with that, you know? That's just, I feel like that's not fair because a lot of romance stories have that, but. An interactive story that can have no. You see, when you go too much into like quote unquote real life, then people just go into like cheating. Why? Like of all the I don't know. I don't care for it. I don't care for it. If you have cheating in your book, I will throw the book out. Okay, I don't even Yeah, it makes me sad. Hold on. But basically, I feel like there are stories where romance is the driving factor, which is nice, but I prefer ones that have like a good plot and then the romance is a part of the plot. So it's not that romance is not good, it's just my preference. What genres do I like the least? Cheating. Goddamn. Cheating, tragedy, hold on. Horror, harem. I could go on, but I feel like they're all kind of subsets of those. Because I read other things, but tragedy, horror, harem. I forgot. I mentioned one more. I don't like those. Oh, yes. Apps, I will. You're asking for it. Like, I can't tell you how many good stories that have been ruined because of like random cheating. Like, just random cheating. And I don't mean like game cheating. Sometimes when like people bend the rules, I'm okay with that. But like relationship cheating, I don't want to go into it. I'm never gonna stop. I kind of wish I did. But I'm still playing around with it. Okay. My thoughts on D&D, and what are your thoughts on D&D as a viewer of a D&D campaign and as a person participating in it? This is an interesting question, and I had to reboot my brain because I was like D&D, and I was like but basically I thought D&D be something really interesting. It is something it has all the characteristics of things I like creating a character, going on an adventure, and I really liked. I don't know what they were called. There was a YouTube channel, and there was a Steven Hosa, and they basically did D&D kind of campaigns. Not officially. It was more like what would you do in this situation, and I thought those were really fun. And I kind of realized like D&D is a lot like storytelling, so conceptually it's something I like. But for some reason, whenever I watch someone do like a D&D stream or a campaign, I'm not really interested. I feel like maybe I haven't found like the right dungeon master or something. But even like my favorite streamers, whenever I try to like watch, it's not as, I don't really like the ones I've seen so far. Not because they aren't good, it just doesn't suit what I'm looking for. Yeah, that's what I think. There's one streamer. If he ever did a D&D campaign, I would watch, hands down. He is so good at like getting in character and doing fun bits, and he's so good at like pulling people in with his charisma. I was like, if you do a D&D campaign, I'll watch. And I've been keeping an eye out for that because I think if anyone can get me to watch a D&D campaign, it would be him. Yeah, like I think it really depends if you find a dungeon master and like people who suit what you're looking for. But I would be interested in participating if it was with the right dungeon master because it does sound fun. It's like what I like, so I think it'd be fun. Also, dice are really pretty. Okay. Next, what do you think about cosplay? Would you cosplay as your persona for a sub goal? Oh my gosh. That's a good question. Because number one, I have multiple personas. Like I didn't tell you guys, I actually have another chibi model that I was gonna like potentially use for a future stream. But it would be like, which model do I cosplay as? But I do think cosplay is fun. I have friends who cosplay. Yeah, pretty much. I think I would lose all my savings in dice. They're so pretty. But anyways, I'm gonna get distracted. But cosplay is really fun. I have like friends who like are really into it, and they are doing a really good job with it. And I've tried, but I have anxiety of like being perceived and like people looking at me and judging me and being like, oh my gosh, she doesn't look like the character. Oh my gosh, like that's not what the outfit looks like. And so because of that, it makes it really, really hard for me to cosplay because I get anxious. But perhaps in the future, if I did get my own model, I could think about it. We'll see. Okay. Oh, this is. I think Okay, I didn't know I included this one. Question in the chat. Did you guys subscribe? Did you guys press the like button? Did you guys leave a comment on the VOD later? No, I'm kidding. It's a future question. I thought this was silly, and I appreciate you guys like promoting me even within my own marshmallow. Oh my gosh. Okay, next question. Actually, we're doing okay. I think we're doing okay in questions. Oh, okay. In case an apocalypse, what kind you would be able to survive the longest? A zombie, alien, AI, climate, fast change. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. So kind of a tangent, but I had a point where I really liked apocalypse novels, so I was reading so many of them. Zombie apocalypse is fun, but only in the understanding that you have a superpower that will allow you to fight the zombies. If you are a normal person fighting zombies, that is not fun. That is just pure survival, not interesting. Number 2, alien apocalypse. I've seen something similar to that, and it was kind of fun, but only in the sense that, like, the aliens aren't trying to eat us. One of my favorite YouTubers was watching a series and reviewed a show where it was talking about, like, how aliens are trying to come down and take over the Earth, which is kind of like an apocalypse. It's more like world domination. But that was kind of interesting, but also horrifying. And the reason they reviewed it was because it was like, it didn't make sense. But when I was watching it, I was like, yeah, I don't think we would survive. AI apocalypse, oh my goodness. I don't think I'd make it. I don't really like integrating too much AI into my life. Even in things like Siri and things like that, I don't use it. I don't like it. I got so annoyed because the goddamn ads I've been getting lately have all been about... Okay, hold on, sorry. I'm gonna like lose any sponsorship opportunities, but I don't care, because what do you mean? You can write an award-winning essay with AI. I'm like, then you're not writing the essay. It's the AI writing the essay. It's not your work. You're just, oh my god. I'm so glad I finished school before AI like freaking exploded on the scene, because I had a professor who once accused me of plagiarizing because of one sentence. One sentence. And he was like, yeah, you're cheating. And I had to be like, okay, but I literally have 99.9% of the rest of the essay that I was not plagiarizing. Like, this one sentence could have been a coincidence. And also, I have never done anything remotely like that. So, yeah, no. AI apocalypse, I wouldn't be here. Nope. Climate change, we're currently going through that. But I actually read a really good novel about that. And it was like super interesting to read about how you think you would be able to prepare for something like that, but you can't, you know? You can't fight against the forces of nature, unfortunately. Oh my god. Personal short story, that sucks. Yeah, the thing is, the one I got plagiarized for wasn't my... It was like an autobiography story as well. And they were like, yeah, you plagiarized. I'm like, this is literally my life. What do you mean, my life? So I relate to that. A lot. Something about like teachers and being like, yeah, you should write about your life. And they're like, wow, you have a life just like everyone else. Guess you're gonna get a 0. No, I'm kidding. But what kind would I survive the longest? Only the zombie apocalypse, on the premise that I would get like a superpower. I could even get like, I don't know, a plant growing power, and then I could grow food. So I guess I could contribute and survive that way. I wouldn't mind. But I prefer to have like a superpower. Because if we're talking about just like regular survival, I don't think I'd last that long. Run solo with buddies, that's the thing. If you're solo, there's so many things that are more difficult to do. But if you run with buddies, like, you really might not know someone until they're going through like a potential life or death choice. So even someone that you really feel like you could trust, I don't want to say, but yeah, sometimes you'll find like really trusting and good people, and sometimes you get the bad end of the stick. Isn't that why second chance stories are so popular? Because it's like, oh god, I trusted these people I shouldn't have trusted. They betrayed me, they hurt me, and now I'm back. I know better. I won't trust them. But you only know not to trust them because of hindsight, you know? Like, yeah. Anyways, if you were able to get visions of the future, do you think it would be possible to change the future? I really wanted to answer this question because this is like, I'm not gonna lie, this is the kind of question that I used to have people like debate with me about. And not like I wanted to ask, but people would ask me these questions. So I think it's funny that even as a VTuber, people would ask me these questions. I just, it's not a bad thing. It's just, it's funny. I don't know. I don't know. And let me say why. And I'm not doing in the adult, like, it depends. I don't know. I am, but at the same time, it's not. Because think about it this way. If you got visions of the future, how will you know they are visions of the future? Like, sometimes you wake up from a dream and you're like, oh my god, that dream was so hyper realistic. Like, I thought I texted someone in my dream last night and I was feeling so bad. And then I woke up and I checked and I was like, I didn't text them. I just had to check to make sure. So sometimes when you have dreams like that, so number one is, would you know they are visions of the future? Number two, would they be relevant visions of the future? Like, what if you got visions of the future that were like really far away of someone you had no idea, and so you dismissed it as a dream, and then you could have saved them, but you didn't, you know? Exactly. So the other things are like, what if these are things that could have happened but didn't happen, and you didn't know they didn't happen because they've already happened, but you're getting a what if, what could have happened, that kind of thing. So I think the only premise of you being able to like quote unquote change the future, because technically, if we really want to get into like the nitty gritty, you getting visions have already changed the future because you're aware of something that hasn't happened yet, thereby making it changing your potential reaction, your habits, your things. Like, for example, you saw like the earth was gonna run out of the water, and then you started being hoarding water, or you started like, I don't know, somehow getting people to believe you that the earth is gonna run out of water by hoarding water. Then would your vision come true in the sense that now that you've hoarded water, or you guys are prepared so that the water will no longer run out, you've changed the future, but now people don't know if the future would have ever come true? Does that make sense? Like, it didn't come to fruition because you took action to change it. But would you have technically changed a future that hasn't yet occurred? Because that's the thing, like, I'm of the belief that the future is not like set in stone, because every day you can take actions, or the things that you do can lead up to something different. Hold on, I missed a couple things in chat. I just wanted to like see really quickly. Yeah. Exactly. Like, what if there are things that by trying to change the future, you actually cause them to occur? So that's why I was like, so many things. Exactly. You could also run out of water because you hoard it. You see, like, that's why it's such a conundrum. Like, is this truly the future you saw, or is this something else? Yeah. Exactly. Like those stories where they're like, oh, I'm your future kid. And then you're like, oh my God, I have kids with this person. And then you actually consider. And like, I get that. And it's cute. It's cute in like an exploratory writing way where it's like, how would they get together now that they know that they have a kid? But at the same time, I feel like it almost feels like it's pushing you towards that future, which I'm not as a big fan of. Because would you have been with that person? Maybe, but maybe you would have been with someone else because, things happen, life happens. What if you're not happy with that person? And then all of a sudden you're like, but we have an adorable kid in the future. Can I like give up that adorable kid? Like, maybe we'll get over this. Maybe this is okay. Maybe this is normal. And I feel like it just, I don't like it. I don't like that. Exactly. Yeah, I think, isn't it called Strange? What is it called? I was gonna say Stranger Things. It's not that. It's like the main character has the ability to like rewind time and change things and see visions of the future to make changes. I know the game, but I don't remember the title. I have not seen Arrival. I don't really like watching time travel movies because I feel like it's not enough to explore, even for things like Doctor Who, where he deals with the multiverse, or Adeline, where she literally is kind of immortal. I I think it's not enough. Like, I've never been super interested, even just reading the premise. Life is Strange, you're right. I think that's. Excuse me. That's it. Whoops. Back in the Future? Yes. That's a great example because look at what happened. Look at the butterfly effect. Exactly. That's why I think even if you got visions of the future, let's say another situation. Let's say you knew those were visions of the future. Would people believe you? Could you imagine, like, the first thing that would happen is you would be kidnapped by a government. Because let's say, for example, your visions are geographical. So would countries, companies. I mean, companies would also be involved. Let's not joke about this. Blackstone would be like the first to take you up, but countries would be fighting for you to put you in their vicinity and be like, "What visions are you getting? What can you tell us? Give us the answer." And then you would basically never be able to live a normal life. You would have your brain blasted open or something. I don't know. We don't know. I don't think they'd leave you alone if you could do that. Yep. Back to the Future is fun to like. I think Back to the Future actually did time travel. I'm wrong. I said that there were few movies. Actually, did I say few movies or no movies? But I think Back to the Future explored that like time future conundrum pretty well. I think. Oh, also, Back to the Robinsons was really fun. That one was pretty good in terms of like future and time travel. That one was pretty good. I take it back. There were some good movies about it. But yeah. Would it be possible to change the future? My answer is no, because you don't know. There is no set future. You don't know the future. You don't know if you could convince people. You don't know if uh, you won't be kidnapped, taken, cut open. So I don't think so. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that was a question I really wanted to go more into, but at the same time, I feel like there's too much for me to explore. Okay, since I'm such a bookworm, would I ever start a book club with chat? Would you guys be interested in a book club? The thing is, it wouldn't be a book, as in like, well, maybe it would be light novels. I'd probably do like a manhwa or light novel book club, and I've thought about it. It's just I've never had. I didn't know if people would be interested. So if you're aware of world threats, you would share with others. That's the thing. Would you? That's what I kind of. Hold on. We'll go back to the other question a little bit. We'll go back to the other question because, like, if you were aware of world threats, would you share with others? The issue is number one. Would you know they are world threats? What if they are threats in other worlds? Number two, if you do choose, who would you choose to tell about? Would you post it on the Reddit as just like a conspiracy theory? Would you reach out to your local news station? Would you, I don't know, try to like tweet a country leader on Twitter? Like, that's the thing. How, even if you were aware and you wanted to let someone know, how would you let someone know? Like, would you send an email? I feel like it just would lead to so much trouble. It would. So I don't know. I don't know if you would share it, if you could share it, or if it'd be safe for you to share it. Because if you share it, could you guarantee that the person you've told would actually take action to prevent that thing from happening, or would they make sure that people are getting the care they need, or would, I don't know. I feel like there's this, hold on, there's a manhwa I was reading where the apocalypse occurred and politicians are doing things, and it kind of brought up the interesting conundrum that people have different priorities. So even if they, for example, knew something, they would take action that they think best suited the country, quote unquote. So that's why it's always interesting, like, it's an interesting thought. I don't know how realistic or safe it would be. Yeah, like, imagine you go and try to warn someone of an assassination, but then after that, you'd be in trouble because they'd be like, you planned this. How would you know otherwise? Why were you involved? And then you're in like a whole new can of worms. Yeah, that's why it's like, it's a tough thing. It's a tough thing. Don't really have a full answer for that, but I saw it and I was like, I want to answer this. Okay, we're going back to the book club. A book club would technically be, I would post about a book or like novel manhwa, and then I we'd set like a specific time. I guess like I'd set a stream where we just chat about the book. We could make it structured where we have like different things we go through and then you guys can contribute. I could also give you guys like my thoughts. You could like respond to my thoughts. And, like, I don't know. I feel like I haven't seen a lot of book clubs on streams because most of them are membership streams, unfortunately. So, as much as I want to see like and have a point of reference, I feel like it really is just about sharing our thoughts and what we enjoyed about the book and also like maybe if things we didn't enjoy. It'd be fun. It's not test. It's not test. It could just even be like, I guess it'd be like a Zatsu. But it wouldn't just be me talking because I'd be like wanting to see what you guys thought about certain things. What genres do I read? I think I brought it up earlier. It's like fantasy, slice of life, romance. Those are like the ones I tend to focus on. I do like action and adventure as well, but my top 3 genres are slice of life, fantasy, and romance. A Kahoot. Oh my gosh, could you guys? I'd like actually test you guys. Actually, oh gosh, oh gosh, that'd be funny. That'd be funny. That'd be something I consider, but it would depend if you guys would be interested enough to like do a book club. Maybe it's something we could explore. Maybe. Okay, we're on question 13. I lied, we won't need a second stream. How do I escape the keyboard rabbit hole? Okay, easy. This is how I escaped, okay? This is how I escaped. Because I had a period where I was obsessed with keyboards. It started out by watching those really cool TikTok videos of people like tapping and be like, what kind of keys do you like? And I'm like, oh my god. They're creamy keys. They're clicky keys. They're different keys. And I got really into the videos, right? And I found like keyboards I fell in love with. And I was like, oh my gosh, what is this magical world of beautiful colors and pretty keyboards? So what I did was I ended up looking and finding a bunch of companies where I was like, these are affordable. I can look at them. They are pretty. And then I started looking at keycaps. And what you do is you continuously open up tabs, okay? You open up tabs. And then you open up tabs until you no longer want to open up tabs. You don't buy anything because there's no feasible way unless you win the lottery. But even then, I would advise you to spend your lottery on like other things in this economy. But if you won the lottery, you still couldn't buy everything you open, but you just keep opening them and like enjoy perceiving them. And then you kind of become so full. And it's weird because you're just so full that you no longer want to open and look at keyboards. That's what I did. And that's why I saved myself from like going into credit card debt. Yep. Well, even if you guys don't read the book, you guys can always pop by and just hear me like chat about my book, the book I like, or talk about like why I'm really upset about this one character and why goddamn does this characterization always happen and why can't we have nice things? Or maybe we do have nice things and I can chat about those. So even if you don't read the book, you can always join the book club and just listen. But yeah, we'll see. I don't really have a way for you guys to spend on me right now because I really appreciate you guys like watching, and I know I was gone for a while. My algorithm's messed up. But it's okay. I couldn't stream anyways. Okay, we'll think about it. I'll think about it. Maybe it doesn't have to be, it could be a book club, but then it might turn into a book rant. So this is just a warning. Yeah. Thank you for 250 subs. This is late, but I want to let you guys know I do appreciate it. It's kind of crazy. Yeah, it's really crazy. I was like, oh my gosh, this is gonna take a while. And then it was like, zoop. But I appreciate it. I also just want to let you guys know I don't have anything on my throne. I don't know why. Throne gives me weekly statistics and there are like a lot of views. I'm not sure why. It's empty. I appreciate you wanting to support me, but you guys have given me more than enough, so I'm okay. I just hope you guys take care of yourselves. Oh my god, 250k, that's like... That's crazy. Okay. Anyways, that was the question. Next one. How do I get the motivation to clean my room? So this I wanted to answer because I've struggled with this as well. So a couple of things is start small. Start small. So what you do is you look at your room and you're like, what do I use the most? Is it your bed? If you use your bed the most, maybe you want a clean bed so you can sleep more comfortably. Maybe you want to have be able to have a place to relax, so you focus on one place. If you're a lot at your desk a lot, maybe you'll be like, maybe I can neaten up my desk. Maybe by putting things in a different place or arranging them or cleaning them up a little bit, I'll feel better when I sit at my desk. So for me, getting the motivation is starting small first and then understanding or trying to find why it would help. And then that kind of helps me get into the mindset of being like, yeah, I should clean this. I should keep this neat. Or this does make a difference. And you'll find that having a clean room does have a big impact on your psyche. Yeah. So, and I don't just mean psyche for a lot of things. I mean, for me, having a clean and neat place with my favorite things makes me happy just being there, you know? It just makes me happy to be there. And I understand that some people struggle. And this, I'm not saying that it's not difficult. This, of course, it can be very difficult, even when people don't understand why it's difficult to get yourself too clean or to do certain tasks, or why it's so draining. And I hope that by starting small and reminding yourself why, or understanding that this is for you. And a quote I really like that I saw is that you can imagine yourself and your room as an enclosure. And I don't mean that, but in you're at the zoo, you're like an enclosure, and you want to keep it neat, you want to keep it clean, and you want to have things that can give you some good stimulation, because it's important for you to take care of whoever is living in the enclosure. And for some reason, this really resonated because, when we go to places like the zoo and we look at the animals and we're like, oh, I really am happy that their place looks neat. There are, some fun toys, and that you can tell that this is a good place for them. And you kind of, hopefully, can equate that to wanting to have that kind of space for yourself. I don't know if I explained it right because it kind of just resonated with me, but yeah, that's the kind of mindset. Take care of yourself. And I hope you are able to do that and find the energy and the motivation, and remember that you deserve a good space. You deserve a neat space. You deserve a space that you are comfortable being in and that you want to be in. Yeah. Okay. Still no plans for a Discord server? No. As a book nerd, how do I feel about Blackstone? It's a more current news in regards to manga, so I thought you'd have an opinion. Not sure. Okay, so this isn't controversial, and I actually brought it up because I didn't know this happened. And I appreciate whoever brought it to my attention because goddamn. It's so interesting. I kind of want to go into this, so this is kind of ranty, but Blackstone is one of the world's biggest investment companies. They basically move the sun, the earth, and the earth's rotation itself with their investments. Yeah. So what happened was Blackstone purchased, what was it? I want to get the specifics. Blackstone manga investment. They bought Japan's largest e-manga site. So that's what happened. Okay. Hold on. Okay. So what happened was they bought Japan's largest e-manga site, and I think it's really interesting because before this happened, because this was June, early July, I remember there being articles talking about how manga is going downhill. Manga merch, manga sales, things like that, they're going downhill. And I thought that was fascinating because from a consumer point of view, that is not true. That is not true. You can tell based on, for example, the boom of places like Hot Topic. And I mean, Hot Topic licensing of animated things and IPs. You can see it from the prevalence of like anime conventions. And I understand that as someone who's interested in this, of course, there are news and things that will center around it. But you can tell from like, based on the shift culturally of people who used to be like, oh my god, you like anime? Oh, you must be like, you always stay at home, you don't do anything. To now people being like, oh my gosh, what do you mean you don't know Boku no Academia? What do you mean you don't like watch One Piece and things like that? It's kind of, you can tell it's become more mainstream, which is not a bad thing. I mean, being mainstream is good because in one hand, it promotes and allows these really great series to get more promotion, to be seen by more people, and hopefully like bring a lot of joy to a lot of people. But on the other hand, it does attract like some unfortunate things about fandom, which is just, you can't really help that. You can't really help that. The thing is, Blackstone, when they invest, it's not like, well, they kind of are. They do mess up a lot of things. Yeah. So, but on the other hand, I will say that as someone who grew up reading comics, and I mean straight up comics, like Sunday paper comics. I read Garfield, I read For Better or For Worse, I read Little Lulu, I read Peanuts. I loved them. And my favorite thing was to go to the comic section. However, the comic section was always only one bookshelf. One bookshelf. And it wasn't even the full bookshelf. So that's why it was difficult, I think, to get into comics. They did buy it. They bought it. Yeah, they bought it for 1.7 US dollar billion. 1.7 billion US dollars. But the thing is, when I went to the graphic novel section, there's like maybe one or two shelves, right? Now, if you go to a bookstore and you look for the manga section, they have whole rows. And I'm not just saying because of that, that's like an indication, but we can think of bookstores like grocery stores where they would bring in products that they know people are interested in. So the fact that they dedicate whole rows to manga tells me that there is consumer demand for it. And that just tells me that there's enough that they are willing to invest, especially some of the bigger stores, even small stores. Yeah, I think like fandom has its good points and bad points. It definitely does. And even for how do I say this? It's kind of not relevant, but you can think of Pokemon cards when like the boom happened for the anniversary cards. It led to so much nonsense and chaos, and it made it really hard for people who just enjoy the series. But that's just unfortunate, and it's just things that happen when things boost. Yeah, but anyways, going back to my answer. I feel like when I saw those articles with how people talking about like manga sales are going down, and I'm just like, this is the economy. No one, like we're dealing with hard times. Of course it's going down. It doesn't mean that it's not as popular because with how hard some of these manga companies are cracking down on like scamlations, you can tell. And they keep citing opportunity losses, so clearly there's a market there. There's a market there that they're like, yeah, people want our stuff, but they're getting it not from us. And it's valid. It's valid. I understand why they're doing it to protect the authors and protect people, but like we talked about, some scanlation is a necessary evil. I don't think it's as egregious as they are trying to make it out to be, but I understand that they also really struggle because it is a matter of ownership, of proper acknowledgement, of the efforts and of the artists and the mangas, and even like the companies who worked hard to like communicate and find and promote these. I get it. But that's why when I saw it, I thought it was really weird. And then I saw that this news of Blackstone talking about how they bought Japan's largest e-publisher, and I'm like, oh god. It reminded me, the reason why I went oh god is because it reminded me of the Elon Musk Twitter. And I don't know if you guys remember this, but when Elon Musk was in talks to buy Twitter, he said he was going to buy it. Became big news. Then he said he wasn't going to buy it. And then the Twitter owners, the original ones, came out and said they wanted to sue, I believe. I think they were planning to sue Elon for doing it on purpose, they said, to bring down their valuation so that he could buy it for a better price. And I was like, oh, this is kind of, sketchy. Because it's Blackstone. Because it's Blackstone, they literally can do what they want. But, like, on one hand, it's also a sign. I want to say positively. If Blackstone is investing, it's kind of a sign that, like, manga is doing well. It's doing well enough to catch their intent because they're just planning, like, the only way for investment companies to make more money is to constantly expand into other markets. And I think, like, in terms of books, manga is a very smart choice because if you look at things like, hold on. If you look at things like YA is not as popular as it used to be. Even like new adult, smut, things like that, they're just, it's a kind of a difficult to expand that market. But in manga, because it's such a broad topic where it covers so many genres, it has so much growth potential, not just in sales, because honestly, I would argue that if there were more series licensed in other languages, they would see a crazy boost in sales. Translation is difficult, licensing is complicated, publishing houses suck. Sorry, still sponsor me. I love your works. It's just, I saw a thread of like what companies are more likely to publish, and I was like, cowards! But anyways, I feel like with manga, it's just such a broad genre, and it's been so welcome because it's so broad. For example, art style, story, characterization, demographic. It's so broad that it is really easy for people to basically find something you're interested in. There is probably a manga out there for it. And is it going to be easy to find in your language? Maybe. Even in English, where so many of them are licensed in English, it's so, you often find great series and you're like, God damn it, why is this not licensed? This is amazing. And then they license like the 100 millionth harem about, yeah, I don't want to go into it. I'm just upset. I'm glad that there are more ways and more publishers who are open to publishing different things. Maybe I'll have to do a stream about my favorite publishers because I've looked at my collection and I was like, oh, I've changed. Anyways, I keep getting distracted. But I feel like it's just a good investment. It could be a good investment because not only is it a good for sales, I'm also talking about IPs, merch, the fact that literally we are kind of so starved for supporting our favorite artists that we'll buy ugly t-shirts and acrylic keychains. And I don't mean they're always ugly, like they can be really cute, but we don't usually get them outside of Japan. Censorship when the official EN translations come out. So the series that I tend to read don't really have that kind of censorship. And I don't know if it's because I don't super notice it, but I hear that that's more common in things like horror or harem or other series. Personally, in the stories that I read, I have not seen as much, so I don't feel like I can comment on it. Although I have seen it in animation, and it's not. It's difficult. It's so difficult because the censorship isn't often. Well, how do I say this? No, I don't have an opinion. Because I do not know enough about it because I have not personally seen it or have not seen enough of it to be able to comment. I understand it can be complicated and it can suck, especially if you enjoy the series as it is. But personally, I've only been victimized by English dub, where they completely changed the story in the English dub, and then I watched the Japanese version. I'm like, oh, so this is how it's supposed to go? Like, I've been victimized in that way. But yeah, I feel like Blackstone getting into manga kind of makes me anxious. It makes me anxious on a personal note because Okay, the Digimon movie, yeah. The Digimon movie, Cardcaptor Sakura, goddamn. I'm so annoyed with that one. Like, the Japanese series was so good, but they just messed up the flow of the episodes. They changed the dialogue, and I'm just like, god damn. Anyways, Blackstone makes me anxious. Because anytime a major corporation buys something, they are not invested or they don't care for the product. They're investing it because they see potential in it, but they are also going to exert their influence to maximize the profits, and that makes me anxious. Because there's already a publishing company. I think it's called, let me look it up. Orange Manga. It is, okay. Okay, so it's called Orange Ink, and I despise it. I 100% despise it. Let me tell you why. They use AI for their translations. Now, I read machine translated. I read it for light novels. I don't read it for manga because there's no really easy way to do that. But I read it for light novels, and my brain has rewired itself to be able to understand that. But it does not mean that it can replace a quality translation or a good translation. Because just because something is easy to read and machine translated, you miss so much cultural nuance, you miss so much context, you miss so much of the expression. Like there are some things, like as someone who's bilingual and kind of bilingual, there are things that I cannot express in English because there is no equivalent word or full way for me to express it. There's also words I cannot fully express in Cantonese that are in English because I just don't have the vocabulary for it. So I think AI, I've read a couple. I read because someone posted it to share, and I was like, this is soulless. It has no charm. Like, I'm so concerned that Blackstone buying this major publishing house is going to try to maximize profit at the expense of the art. Because manga isn't art. Art is not just, it's like the way that they use the panels to express the flow, the way that their dialogue bubbles flow, the perspective views, everything about manga is an art, and I'm so concerned how they might affect it. Because it's just never a good thing when someone with a lot of money comes in, buys your thing, and they just want to make more money, you know? It's never a good thing. Yes, I agree. I love Tsubasa Reservoir Chronicles. I've not watched the anime because I'm kind of traumatized, but I want to. I want to. Maybe we'll watch that. No, exactly. Like, buy every page. How do I say this? Like, I have read. Sometimes there are official manga translations where there are two sources. One is physical, one is digital. And there's one now that is like normal, and then one is vertical. And it's not like the manhwa webtoons where it's optimized or deliberately designed like that. This is them taking manga panels and turning them into a vertical scrolling. God, like, the translations were so bad. I'm like, I don't want to mention which publisher it is because I don't want to get in trouble. I'm okay with talking about Orange though. They're just a startup in their AI translations suck. I'm sorry. But this other vertical publisher, when I read their translation, it was basically a different story. Like, the implication I got from one translation was that the mother was kind of abusive. And like, that's really severe, right? That's really severe, where the mom like has no care, no emotion, like you're going through something and she doesn't care. And then I read the other translation from like a regular how do I say this? The regular format, and I was like, oh, so the mom does care. She's just giving tough love. And do you see how vastly different those two like impressions you can get are just based on the words you choose to use in the translation? That's why good translators are so important, and why AI will never be able to replicate that. Because the lack, AI cannot understand culture. It cannot understand context. It cannot understand how and why a sentence is structured the way it is or the underlying notes behind it, because it cannot possibly deal with so many complicated nuances. That's why like, don't get me wrong, I 100% want all manga authors to get their bag. I want them to be able to thrive. I want them to be able to comfortably create. Not everyone can make mega series like Haikyuu, but goddamn, can you at least make really pretty merch and like see people love your piece and get so much joy and happiness and want to support you? Because I have bought, let me tell you, I have so many Japanese mangas that I am planning to buy because I have a bad feeling that they might not get licensed, but I do want to show my support to the author. So I'm going to go out of my way, I'm willing to, as a fan, to find ways to support them, you know? And I feel like other people would be willing to do the same, but I am not going to pay for like each page or pay like for each chapter to read. And that sounds really harsh. But there's a reason I buy a volume and I don't want to buy per page, because what do you mean I have to buy per chapter? Like, I get it, but I don't. Because have you seen anyone, have you seen like a novel where it's like you have to buy the chapter? You don't, you buy the book. And I get that it's different. Maybe it's different for comics or graphic novels, but sorry, this turned into like me being upset because of capitalism. But that's basically what this is. Exactly, that's the thing that also upsets me, because if, let's say for example, I give this example a lot, but webtoons, where the author is publishing the comic themselves. If the author's publishing a comic themselves, I will watch all the ads. I will buy coins because I know that it's going to the creator, even though a portion of it is going to the platform. But because I know that the creator I can still contribute to the creator, I'm willing to do that. When you buy on like mega platform sites, there are so many fees and things like that. And it makes me concerned how much they're actually getting. The reason I prefer YouTube is because I think YouTube takes like a 20%, which is fair because you need the platform, you need the service fees, you need their operating. But in a lot of times, once they start crunching down on like numbers and chapters and things like that, I know it's not going to the creators. It just isn't. It just isn't. YouTube runs at a loss because they have Google behind them, and that's why it can work. But they know that if they don't have these creators, then Google does not have a platform. Like, if these manga artists don't create, there is no manga. You can't say that you could infinitely create something when the people who are creating it cannot sustain themselves on that craft. That's why I think YouTube works. Twitch is now owned by Amazon, which is why they can also operate, but they're kind of at a complicated stage, I feel like, because, yeah, I feel like the way they started their culture and now they've trying to change it, it makes it difficult for people to accept. But I'm just saying, as someone who loves books, I 100% would love to like support, buy from the creators, because I'm so thankful for the stories that they share. Like, it brings me so much happiness. So I would 100% want to support them if I could, if they get licensed. You know? Okay. But it's fine. Like, the thing is, there are other, even when YouTube runs at a loss, there's obviously value why Google's willing to invest in it. And also, like, this is kind of going to something else, but YouTube has such a value, not just for consumers, but for corporations, because it's like a place where they can promote. And I think that's a lot of the value as well for YouTube, is like getting the connections and the trust of so many companies. And like, that's not easy. That's why Twitter is a train wreck. Goddamn, it went from one of like the most obvious places to find an official professional presence to whatever it is now. Okay. I don't know if I fully answered it, but my reaction is terrified. we'll have to see. Part of me also wonders if Blackstone's just doing this for other purposes because, you know, they think long term, but terrified. We're gonna keep an eye out. We're gonna see. It didn't get as much press as I thought it would, but maybe it's just because I'm not in those circles. We'll see. Okay. Oh yeah, I did include it. Okay, I didn't get anything from the Steam Summer Sale. I didn't have anything I wanted, but if you guys have any games you want to recommend me, you can put them in the comments below at the end of the stream. Let me know if there's a game you think I 100% should keep an eye out for and should try. Yeah, do it in the comment section, you guys. Help me boost my engagement. Okay. When live 2D model. Ugh. Done. Shrek 5! Yes! So hyped. Goddamn, I thought it was a joke. I thought it was a meme. I thought people were like messing on the internet again because I've been duped so many times. But if Shrek 5 is like real, I'm so excited. So excited. And you can't fully see it because I keep nodding my head, but I have to like nod my whole body in order to like nod in this model. But excited. One of the things I really am excited for as well is Despicable Me 4. Shrek Marathon Watch Along. Ooh, that'd be an idea. That'd be a good idea. Maybe if like before the movie comes out, we could do that and just like refresh our memories about the previous before it comes out. So many Shrek movies. But excited! Despicable Me and Shrek, 100%. They're so much fun. I love them. It's fun. Alright. Do you have any intentions of getting a P.O. box? No. So I really appreciate that you guys want to like support me, but I don't think I should get a P.O. box. Just for a lot of reasons. But ultimately, if you guys have things you want to tell me, you can comment. You guys can at me on Twitter. Don't DM me. I don't look at those. I'm thankful because I've gotten a lot less since I've announced that. So I'm really happy because I don't want to look there anymore. I will say that when you have a P.O. box, there are a lot of precautions and things you have to take, and not just because of, for example, I'm not saying that you guys would send me anything dangerous or that would make me worried, but because it's a public P.O. box, then potentially anyone could send it to me. But also, yeah. Just as a safety precaution, I don't think it's a good idea for me to have a P.O. box. That's just how it is. Yep. A lot of things to consider when it comes to this. So remember, internet safety. Keep yourself safe. Number one. Take care of yourselves and keep yourself safe. Okay. If a fan would randomly recognize you on the street convention, how do you prefer them to react? Just silently acknowledge that they won and go on? Walk up to you, ask for a hug? Okay. I don't think you guys would recognize me. I'd be really surprised if you guys recognize me. But if you guys did, I prefer if you stay calm. And if you wanted to come up and talk to me, that'd be okay. I'm not a hug person, so I'm sorry I won't be giving hugs. But I prefer you to be calm. You can come up and talk to me, and I'd be okay with that. But I highly doubt it. Not just because of, like, for example, I'm a model, and then I'm me. Actually, I keep breaking the immersion, my bad. But, yeah. I don't know. I feel like I wouldn't have many occasions where I'd be able to bump into someone because I don't like conventions. Conventions are fun. Conventions are a lot of fun, don't get me wrong, but they're really overwhelming. So But if you guys did, I'd be okay if you came up and like was very calm and sweet about it. But yeah, I would say that'd be about it. I'm trying to think. Oh, but if anyone ever like comes up to me and like starts insulting me or saying things like that, yeah, you're gonna get kneecapped. I'm just saying. Because I wouldn't, at that point, I would just consider you a hostile person. And I had someone ask me a question about that. I was like, no, don't do that. Don't do that. Would you want to have a collab with any of the people you watch? Yes. Okay. So I think it'd be so much fun if Sophia Nygaard, who is one of my favorite YouTubers, wanted to try being a VTuber. I think that'd be so much fun because I would want to see what kind of content she put out, and I feel like it'd be because she likes trying new things, and she's like basically collecting jobs as like Barbie. She's Barbie. Honestly, with all the jobs and the things she's collecting and trying, I think it'd be so fun to see what she could do as a VTuber, and I'd love to collab with her. Another YouTuber I'd love to collab with, who is like a streamer on the streamer side, would be Crimson Ruse. He is like my favorite streamer to watch because he is so good at making a bit and committing to it. Like he recently played Fortnite and I was like, oh my god, why would Crimson Ruse play Fortnite? But he's playing as Zaid, which is his mascot, and it was so cute. Oh my goodness, he's so good at like making a bit, committing to it, and like causing trauma. But it's so fun. It's so much fun. I would love to do a Pokemon Soul Link Nuzlocke with Ruse because I feel like he would either be really fun or he'd get really into a bit and it'd be hilarious. So those are probably like my top two I'd want to collab with. If there's anyone else I want to collab with, I'm thinking. I think that's it off the top of my head. They're like my top two. Number one, I most want to collab with. Yeah, I think that's just those two. Just those two. But I think it'd be fun to collab with other people. I know you guys, like, I get told this a lot. No one can really tell, but I'm pretty shy. So I'm not usually one to, like, initiate if I, like, want to collab with someone. And I also don't want you guys to, like, go and be like, oh, collab with Ria, please. Don't do that. Please don't do that. I don't think you guys would, but I'm just letting you know I would not be okay if you guys went and, like, bothered or, like, messaged or, like, tweeted at other people and been like, please collab with her. Yeah, let's not do that. If I do collab with someone, I want it to be someone I already know and, like, I'm friends with. And I'd be like, I know we have a good dynamic that could be fun for you guys to watch. So that would kind of be my ideal. But right now, I'm more focused on like figuring out myself as a streamer. I'm not ready for a collab because, I just feel like I'm not in a place in my life where I'm ready to do that. Oh my gosh, if you guys don't get the reference, that's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Okay, next question. We're almost out of questions. Can you believe that? What am I gonna do when I run out of questions? If you had an option to choose who sponsors you, oh my god, oh shoot, I was gonna make a list. Top 10 sponsors. Can I do categories? I'll do categories. I don't have specific. Oh, I can do a Zatsu, you're right. Okay, we can just do Zatsu. But basically, my top 10 sponsors would be manga companies. Seven Seas Entertainment. I love your works. I also love... Who else? Kodansha. I think you recently published one of my favorite short mangas, and they're so cute. I also love Yen Press. I love IZE Press, which is the Korean manhwa imprints. Oh my goodness, I love it. Those would be my top two, Seven Seas and Yen Press, because I have so many of their mangas. Another one I would love to be sponsored by is Sanrio. Obviously. I also love to be, this is kind of silly, but I'd love to be sponsored by like a sticker company. And it's kind of weird, but I love stickers. I think, well, actually, it's not I think. Part of the reason I didn't buy anything in the Steam summer sale is I kind of went crazy buying stickers, and I have like a little basket full of stickers, and they make me so happy. But it's why So, probably like a sticker company. I don't have one in mind. I don't know if it'd be like it wouldn't be like custom stickers. I would want it to be like a Japanese sticker company because I've been really obsessed with them. A Korean sticker companies are also so cute. But yeah. Another one, let's see, that's 4. If I could give, I said I'd be doing categories, but I ended up giving specific companies anyways. Okay, let me think. Number 5, it would probably be Five Guys. I love their French fries. I love the fries so much. If I could be sponsored by Five Guys, that'd be amazing. Lifetime supply of French fries. Also, bubble tea. I don't have a specific company for this one. I used to have a specific bubble tea store I loved, but I've tried a couple of their other places, and I think it's because they're franchising now. They're not good. It's not good. So I would want to be sponsored by bubble tea. I'm not too picky, but it would have to be like fresh milk, because even though I grew up with like creamer, I also grew up with like Hong Kong style milk tea, which is evaporate milk, and I find that I prefer like evaporate milk or fresh milk rather than creamer. My bad, excuse me. What else? Number 6. This is not like in order of importance. It kind of is. Because obviously my first thought was manga. What else? Maybe a PC. Maybe a PC sponsor would be nice, because I think we were talking a lot about how I could play so many more games if I just had like a PC that didn't try to like toss itself off my table every time I turned on the game. That would be nice. Ooh, also a mouse. I have a mouse I would like, and it's a Logitech mouse. And I missed it during Prime Day, which was just, it just happened. But I couldn't pull the trigger. I couldn't buy it. Sad. So maybe a mouse, because the mouse I'm using right now is like very iffy. It gives me trouble when we play Stardew, but it's okay because now I have a controller. What else? Nintendo would be fun. I play a lot of Nintendo games. I play a lot of Switch. Actually, if there's a game I have the option of between like Steam and Switch, I'd always pick Switch. So probably Nintendo would be fun as a sponsor. Pokemon, why did I not think of this? Oh my god, Pokemon is definitely in my like top 10 sponsors. If I ever got sponsored by Pokemon, I think I would like become a ghost. I believe in the power of words, so I'm not gonna say it, but I would become a ghost. Oh my gosh, 3 mouses. I only need one. If sponsors are listening, I only need 1 mouse, thank you. Pokemon the company. I actually don't. Okay, here's the thing. I have TCG cards. If you guys have seen my other streams, I have card opening streams. I don't play any of the mobile games. The thing is, the Pokemon company does sponsor people. That's why I can confidently say the Pokemon company, I would want them to sponsor me. They sponsor you in different ways, but like, I don't know if you guys saw, Pokemon sent Jaden Animations to Japan. I was like, oh my god. Oh my god, I never knew I wanted to go on a brand trip so much until I found out Pokemon would send you to Japan. I've never wanted a brand trip until I saw that video. Oh my god, you see how excited I got? Oh my god, my voice literally died while I was thinking about it. That's how, oh my gosh. What else? I think I'm on like 8. I need 2 more. Oh, stationery. Why did I not think about this? Pentel. Pentel or Uniball or Pilot. I'm okay with any of these three. They are like my three favorite pen brands. I love them so much. I grew up with Pilot friction pens. I use Pentel pens and gel pens, and also Uniball gel pens are top tier. Those carried me throughout my note taking in university. I wish I had found them earlier, but any of those three would be a dream come true to be sponsored. What else? What else? I don't know, maybe like a journal company. You know those companies where they like send you a whole kit to journal with? I would want to try that. I would do that on stream because I've played around with the thought of like journaling as like a hand cam because I think that'd be fun. It's something I don't do a lot, but I have like lots of cute stationery and stickers. And I think it'd be fun to have like a cute notebook. Actually, that's not true. I actually used to bullet journal quite a bit. I used to make the spreads and everything, and that was a fun time. That was a fun time. I I went did it for like a really long time, and then I couldn't find the right journal, and then my bullet journaling habits collapsed because I couldn't find the right journal that was the right size with the right inside like the print because I always use dot. It was devastating. That's how my journal bullet journaling era ended because I couldn't find the right journal. Highlighter colors? Yes! Oh my goodness. Okay. I'm a midliner. I had to check. I'm a midliner person. Midliners only. They have the nicest colors. Well, actually, that's not true. I really like Stedler. Stedler highlighters are top tier. The pastels. Oh my god. Okay, the thing is, the journal I got was not available online. I got it at a dollar store. And then when I went back, I had like two more, right? So I used up three journals, and then the dollar store didn't carry them anymore. I couldn't find them. It was so frustrating and devastating because it was just like one of those things where you found the perfect thing, but you can't find a good supply of it. So since then, I have not been able to journal. It's okay. Recently, I have found something similar. It's not as perfect, so I haven't been able to like commit to it. But I'm at least using my new decorative stickers to make the cover really pretty. So it's giving me serotonin in that way. So until I can actually bring myself to journal in the journal, I'm okay with the sticker serotonin. It's okay. I'm not gonna use the crying expression. It was an era. It was an era that unfortunately ended, but that's okay. Okay, I'm thinking, yeah, I know, I use my stickers. But then I told myself, like, the serotonin I get from looking at the stickers overshadows the anxiety I have of actually, like, placing the stickers. And I don't know, it's kind of been working. It's kind of been working. I really like it. I won't take a picture to show you guys because it's not done yet, but maybe I'll show you guys. And it makes me so happy. It makes me so happy. I keep it on my desk, and like that's what I mean. I have like little things on my desk that just make me happy looking at them. It goes a long way. It makes it easier to sit at the desk, especially because Da Vinci trauma. I have so much Da Vinci trauma from like sitting and trying to edit. Okay, I think those are my top 10 when it comes to sponsors. The last question's the last question. Oh my gosh, and here I thought I wouldn't be able to answer everything. I should have. I think I have more, but I'm like, these are the ones I was like wanting to answer, so we're okay. And there are 24 questions. Somehow I got through all of them. At what amount of subscribers and memberships would you consider becoming a full-time content creator? Probably 1K. No, that's a lie. If you want to become a full-time content creator, I think it would depend on a lot of things. I feel like at 1K, you could start getting ad revenue, but then the ad revenue CCV and how much you actually make is not a guarantee that it could be a livable wage. And even if I get to 1K and I could get like sponsorships, I would still need to ensure that I make enough that I could replace my job. So that would be things like hopefully diversifying, so merch, when I get an official model like this, I can't make merch of this model. This is not my model. This is a model I'm using, I'm borrowing, I'm cosplaying as this model. So I can't make merch of it, but I can stream with it. And then be things like merch, videos, other channels. What else? I don't think I could do Patreon because that would require, well, maybe memberships, maybe a lot of things. So I feel like there's not a concrete number. A lot of people say 1K, but realistically, I think you would need 100,000, 100K. YouTube does not have health insurance, unfortunately. You're on your own, you're a contractor. That's why you definitely need a lot of things. And not just health insurance, you need things like... What was the other thing? Oh, for example, if your CCV changes, if you get demonetized, if you get randomly... No, I don't want to say it. But if you... There's a lot of things that can basically affect it, so it's not guaranteed. So even if you, like, are an amazing creator, if you don't diversify, you don't figure out other ways, then yeah, you're kind of... Your income's at risk. When I actually quit a job to become a full-time content creator... I think if let's say for example, because I want to make videos talking about manga, and for those who are new, I have a separate channel. I was planning to do like just manga light novel video content. It's not streaming, it's just video content. If I could comfortably support myself, I would want to do it for a period of time. I cannot say that I would want to do full-time content creation for the rest of my life. I don't think you could do that. But I would want to explore it because as someone who's created 5 different kinds of accounts and who's played around on different platforms, I do enjoy content creation. I do enjoy making things, and I like sharing them, and I like, I can't say cultivating a community, but I do enjoy interacting with you guys, and I'm always really thankful that you guys choose to spend your time with me. So I could see myself doing full-time content creation, but it would I could see myself doing that if I could in fact sustain myself on content creation. Yes. Okay. I didn't answer. What amount of subscribers and memberships? I don't know about memberships because I'm not familiar with it. I've never bought a membership, and obviously I haven't opened memberships yet. But realistically, I would hope to make I don't have a number. Actually, that's a lie. I just don't have a number. I'm sorry. I can't answer the question. I can't answer because I don't know. It depends on so many things. Like, what would my CCV be? How many memberships at different tiers would I have? What kind of expenses would I have at that point in my life? What kind of different streams of income would I have? Because there's no way you can support yourself solely on one. That's just, you could. Some people can, but I think it's not the best financial decision to do so. So yeah. Okay, that's it. That's all the questions. All right, let me just... whoops. We're gonna... what did I do? Okay. Whoa, you guys are really big. So right now we're just gonna do a Zatsu because I ran out of questions. I didn't think I would run out of questions. Wow, you guys are like really big on screen. What the heck? How do I fix this? Okay, I'll put you guys over there. There we go. It's okay. It's okay. How have I been? Much better now that my lungs don't feel like trying to crawl out of my body. Yes, much better. They've been doing a lot of somersaults. They've been really upset with me. Also, I was like, should I say this? Should I say this? I have to say, I've been really struggling with staying hydrated, because when you are forced to like drink a ton of water out of necessity, and then you don't have to, and I say that you should, but when you don't have to, it's really hard to mentally convince yourself to drink water. Yeah, I'm okay. But I just bought the ideal water bottle. And I mean that it's in the ideal color. It's like, it makes me happy just looking at it. It like can be used for hot and cold drinks. Oh my goodness. And I have already finished several bottles just by using this one water bottle. So I'm in a much better place now that I have this water bottle. It's much easier to stay hydrated when you have a cute water bottle to motivate you. If I haven't answered, okay. What inspired me to become a streamer? Oh, put stickers? No, I won't put stickers on it. It's perfect. The color is perfect. Why would I want to cover it up? I'm not a put stickers on water bottle person, because I would wash my water bottle. I don't wash my journal, so I'm okay with putting stickers on that. But no, that makes me so sad, because like it. Actually, now that I think about it, I can probably I like, if you needed to identify your water bottle and it was like a popular water bottle, I 100% see why you would put stickers on it, because then people wouldn't be like, "Oh, that's mine." Like, I've had people take my stuff before. But this water bottle, it's never leaving my hand. It's fine. It's fine. I will literally it has a handle, so I will use it to smash the head of whoever tries to take it out of my hands. I'm just saying. No, cuz their waterproof stickers aren't cute. They're not. Sanrio doesn't make waterproof stickers. And if they do, they're very basic. And there's nothing wrong with basic. They're just, that's not the aesthetic I'm going for. So what inspired me to be a streamer? I I actually had a friend who knew I was in like a rough kind of point in my life, and they actually suggested it to me. They're like, "Hey, have you considered this? Would you want to try this?" And I was like, "Oh, do you think I could do it?" Because I didn't know I had the personality that would be good for streaming. That was it. I and a lot of things. Not, and I was like, I don't know, I'm not sure. And they're like, yeah, I think you should try it. I think you would do really well. And they were my first viewer for a very long time. I'm so thankful for them. They supported me in my streams, and they always encouraged me. And so that's kind of how I tried it. As you guys, like, I don't want you guys to watch it, but I used to do streams and I didn't have the right equipment. I didn't have anything. I just had this pick crew. I'm thankful I found out about Discord Reactive. Otherwise, it would have just been gameplay and mic. But I basically was just playing around, and I was like, huh, this is kind of fun. I like talking to myself. And it seems silly when I say that, but like, I realize I'm the kind of person that I can entertain myself. I can just have fun and talk. And I was like, this is really nice. And even when I only had like my one friend and I was just talking to myself mainly because they were like putting me in the background, I just enjoyed like streaming and having like it live and being able to react in lifetime. And for like, how do I say this? As you guys know, I struggle with editing. So like, if I capture a really cool moment and I want to edit it and share with you guys, that's a lot harder for me than like having you guys there with me and being able to watch and be like, oh my gosh, look, this really cool moment we can share together. And then that's really fun. That's really fun to me. So I like streaming for that reason. What inspired me though is actually like, I never enjoy streaming content. And that's also why when my friend suggested, I was like, I don't really know. But I found VTubers to be so interesting. Not just because of like the avatar, like it's so cool, the technology. Like you guys can see what direction I'm looking in. You guys can like see me without me having to like be perceived. It's so nice. But I never knew if like this kind of content was for me because I didn't watch it until I found a couple VTubers and I was like, oh, you don't have to be like playing shooting games and like always yelling at people and like having things on your screen all the time. You can kind of chill. You can kind of play fun and relaxing games. You can just enjoy. And I was like, oh my gosh, there's so many possibilities now. And so I think if it had been like years ago, I wouldn't have streamed. But nowadays, with like the rise of cozy games and chill streamers and like background streams, it's like, yeah, I think I can do this. So it's kind of a long-winded answer, but that's kind of like what got me to streaming. Very disjointed. I apologize. It's not like I didn't write this down or anything. It's just kind of how it happened. For sure has a straw. It does. My water bottle does have a straw. But not just a straw. This water bottle came with 2 lids, so I can have a coffee style lid, so I can have like hot drinks, and then I have a straw. So it's like perfect. It's perfect. It even has a handle. Oh my gosh, I can't explain how much I love my water bottle. But I didn't buy it online. I saw it in the store. Actually, I have a story about it. Hold on. Remember to hydrate. But actually, I have a story about me buying the water bottle because I went in the store and it was like I saw another water bottle that was similar. And I was like, oh, damn it. If it was in the color I liked, I would 100% buy it. And then I turn around and it's there. There's light coming from behind it. It might just be because it's fluorescent and I was like, it's glowing. It's perfect. And then I go pick it up. I run to like go to the cashier because in the store I was in, if there's like one of these items, okay? If you don't grab it, you might not find another one. I run and then I'm like, oh, more colors. And I'm convinced at this point. I was like, this color is the perfect color. Nothing else will ever compare. And then I look down and I just look at the colors because I like it. And colors make me happy. It's why I love stationery. And there it was. This time, the light wasn't bright. It wasn't fluorescent. It wasn't a trick. It wasn't the way that the store was laid out to just like deceive me into buying things. I saw it there and I was like, you're perfect. You're it. And I grabbed it. Ran to the cash register, paid for it, got home, was about to like wash it so I could use it right away, and then I realized one of the lids was broken. And I'm heartbroken. I am heartbroken that this perfect, absolute, pure serotonin water bottle was broken. And I had to bring it back to the store the next day, and I was devastated. I was like, damn. It just wasn't meant to be. And I convinced myself. I was like, I'll settle. I'll settle for the other color. I loved it. If I'd never seen this color, I would have never known. I'll just buy the other color. And then I went, really sadly. No. It wasn't broken like that. It was literally missing a piece. So it was non-functioning. That's why. Yeah. But so I went, grabbed the one I was originally gonna get, and kind of sad, but I was like, oh yeah, I still love it. It's still a nice color. I'm really happy. So as I'm going around, I have a family member who saw my water bottle and they're like, oh, I want one. And they wanted like something in a different color and a different size. So I was helping them look, right? As I'm scouring the shelves, I see something. And my instincts are like, oh my God, I feel something. I feel something with my heart. And I look, and it is the water bottle. It's the color I wanted, and it's perfect. I checked. I made sure everything was perfect. It was no missing pieces. Had all the everything, and it was in perfect condition. And so I grabbed it. It was a happy ending. I got my water bottle. Even though the fates tried to trick me not once, not twice, but 3 times. And technically 3 times because I convinced myself to buy something else like 3 times. I got my water bottle in the end. And I got my family members their water bottle too. And they're really happy with it. So it was a good day all around. It was a good story. I say that about my own story. I'm sorry. Mine's a 32 ounce. It's not the biggest. It's not like a gallon, but 32 ounces is more than enough for me. I'm fine with it. Okay. I was like, do I have any more for the story? I don't. Yeah. Also good to like, I've had to use it. I'm not gonna lie. I've used it to like get someone to leave me alone. It kind of has a dent in it now, but that's okay. It's still perfect. And it's also like, I don't know, I feel safe. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. Yeah, no, it wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad. It's okay. It's okay. It was like more, I think it was an accident, because what happened was someone just startled me and then I smacked them with it, but it's okay. But now I am assured that I could protect myself, you know? Yeah. So someone else asked, which game was my favorite to stream? Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that. I have had several people who try to do that to me, and each and every time, they only do it once and then they don't do it again. Of all the games I've played, the most memorable would be the Luxium visual novel. Because as someone who's like a huge fan of Shu Yamino, that was so much fun. I had like the most fun with that. It was so much fun. Another game I really enjoyed. I enjoyed most of the games I stream because that's why I stream them, you know? Like, I wouldn't stream something I don't enjoy, but I know what you mean. I'm just trying to like, hold on, don't mind me. I'm just looking around to see what I've done. Probably my Nuzlocke is very close. My Nuzlocke, I had so much fun. I really enjoyed it. I want to do another Nuzlocke soon, but we will do Gale of Darkness. That is my priority. Another one I really enjoyed was probably... I haven't played that many. Actually, if I look through my log, I don't have that many. Probably Colosseum, just for nostalgia. It made me really happy. Yep. So, the visual novel and Colosseum. As of recently. Mystery Dungeon? I want to play Mystery Dungeon. I do. I have it, so we can definitely play it. Yeah, I agree. Also, it'd be fun to do the quiz and just see which Pokemon is my spirit. Ooh, Gale of Darkness. Yeah, Gale of Darkness, like, I feel like it'd be fun to be in Pokemon World, even though Gale of Darkness is kind of, like, dark. It's not a pun, it's just realistic because goddamn, you have like Shadow Lugia kidnapping ships. That's pretty scary. Which one? DX? Let me look it up. I don't remember which one I have. Hold on. I have my Switch here. Let me check. Ignore the sounds. That was just my Switch. Whoops. I have... Where'd it go? I have, yeah, DX. I have the Switch one, Rescue Team. I do have, like, the other Game Boy ones, but, you know, I can't stream Game Boy games. Yeah, I have Mystery Dungeon. Oh, I see. Yeah, that's the one I have. I do have the other ones on DS, but I don't have the modded DS to, like, stream it. Munchlax, cause always hungry? No, it's cause I... Okay. The truth is, I got up early today. I was like, I'm gonna have a croissant. I'm gonna eat breakfast. And then I forgot that there was, like, a 3D debut, so I was like, oh... Yeah, I'm not gonna eat breakfast. Otherwise, I'm fine. I'm not always hungry. Gosh. Stream where I take all kinds of tests? Oh my gosh. Maybe. I'll do that as like a sub goal. I'll do a sub goal where you guys can recommend me tests and I'll do them on stream. Oh gosh. 3D debut. Oh my gosh, guys, I just debuted my live 2D cosplay today. You guys are already asking for 3D? Oh my gosh. Like, we have to like enjoy this, okay? Like, I finally have a model where you guys can like see where I'm looking at and you guys know that I'm like never sitting still. Oh my gosh. We have to be dang it. I know. I also have to work on this mouse sensitivity. It kind of works, but I do think I can improve it. Oh, did I? Oh, my bad. Oh, that was my bad then. Okay. So many questions. If you had to create any OC. Huh. Actually, I've never thought of that. I always just thought I'd be in like I would forever live in the Pokemon world like Ash, because why pick one? Why would you not travel to every region and like travel and have fun and explore? I don't know. I feel like I'd rather go the Ash route and just go everywhere. I don't have a specific Ring Fit. I've never tried Ring Fit. I watched some of the streams. It looks fun, but I don't have it. But I am interested in Miku boxing. Base region? It's very difficult because I have my favorite Pokemon. I have like, if I think I've talked about it before, my ideal Pokemon team basically span all regions. So I would have to travel anyways. Even though I would say Kanto, but Kanto as like a city is not as fun. Like the Kanto cities are not as fun as some of the other regions. That's why I'm like, I love Kanto, but I don't know if I want to be from Kanto, if that makes sense. I feel like there's more possibilities if you like are in other regions. Miku boxing. I don't know if I'd stream Miku boxing. I want to try it. Johto would be fun. Johto is more fun. I don't know why. Maybe it's just because of like the Pokemon series that makes me feel that way, but Johto is more fun than Kanto. But I don't have like a specific Johto Pokemon I want on my team. I just love the region. Oh god, you guys already saw me play like DDR, okay? You guys saw me play, and I'm just saying, you guys have seen me enough suffering. Seen enough of my suffering. Hello. So many good ones. I remember watching the Pokemon movies up until Hoenn. I stopped after that. The Jirachi movie was very good. I know that that's kind of controversial to say, but like that goddamn Groudon, that was amazing character design. That haunted me in my dreams as a kid. That was really effective. May is one of my favorites. I actually really like her because I enjoyed the fact that Pokemon. How do I say this? So Hoenn was like the first time where they introduced, I think, contests, and then with May, she was like, I don't know if I want to battle. I feel like something else is suited for me. And I appreciate how non-judgmental people were, even though she was in a literal gym, and they were encouraging because they're kids, and I like that they opened up that potential, been like, yeah, you can explore this route. I wish they'd done that in the Pokemon games, but I still liked how they did it in the series. I would think it was good for kids. Ooh, Mewtwo. That was the 3D one. Oh, okay. That was a good one. I recommend Pokemon 2000, I think it is. That one is so good. I think that might have been a... Huh. I'm thinking about it. I think that might have been kind of a meme, but I do remember Max did make a wish where he's like, I wish all the problems would go away, and then a bunch of them disappeared. It wasn't just May, but May was like I think the big one because she was scolding him. I don't know if it is a meme, but I don't know if it's as direct as a meme. That would be actually, maybe we should watch that. Maybe we need to rewatch that. Yeah, Lugia and the birds. Yes, Lugia and the all the birds and the amazing flute scene. God damn, that was beautiful. That was beautiful, that scene. And then the really cool one where I think that's like the loot. What was it? What was it? Those are iconic. Iconic. Was it the anniversary a couple days ago? I missed it. There's so many anniversaries always going on. I've just been keeping up the Digimon ones. I feel like they have in the mangas. They've explored more adult themes there, but I agree that in the core series it probably won't just because it is primarily geared for kids. That's what their main audience is. But I am excited that they're exploring other things, like for example, Pokemon Concierge, where it is more adult, a bit. A bit. It's not gonna be like darker or focused on the adult characters in like the sense, but I like that what they're exploring with Pokemon Concierge and how they're like branching off and there's potential there. Potential. Also, I love Concierge. Max was okay. Max was a kid. I didn't mind him at all. I think people were too harsh on him, but he was literally a young kid who just one day had to leave home with his sister and had to listen, and it's hard. It's hard. Very difficult for people to adapt very quickly, or if at all. Yeah, that was to see Slowbro, and you know how Slowbro is basically like those. Slowbro's the character where he's like the loading screen, okay? He's just there. And then for Slowking to like speak whole sentences and actually give advice, that was nuts. Yeah, I didn't watch the Latios and Latias movie, but that chase scene was stunning. Stunning along the waterways and in the skies. It was beautiful. Beautiful animation. I do think that would be very intense if Pokemon were to no longer be here, because it's kind of touched upon in the series with like where you always go to Lavender Town and there's always a Pokemon graveyard. But it always was curious to me what would actually constitute that kind of ending, because you have a Pokemon Center where if they faint, they go, and you would think that, like, for example, what if they fainted when there was 1 HP left instead of 0? Because the concept of fainting means that you're not gone, right? So I always think that it's interesting when how they would be able to portray it because of the way their mechanics are set up. It's kind of complicated. But there is the existence of Pokemon passing, so especially if anyone knows the Cubone mom story, yeah. It does happen. It does happen. Oh gosh. So I'm going to I think we're about done for today. Thank you guys for joining me. I appreciate you guys for being here. There was so much going on and we talked about so much. Oh my gosh. I'm thankful for my water bottle. I have to go eat. I'm gonna have pizza and some leftovers today because I can't just have pizza for a meal. I had that yesterday. I have to like eat some other things today. But I'm excited. I'm also going to post a poll where I like have you guys vote on what we'll do for a watch along. So that's going to be up right after the stream. I'll type it and then I'll go eat. What toppings? I always have veggie. So mushrooms, olives, tomatoes, and peppers. Yum! Oh, also extra sauce because. Actually, no, that's not true. There are lots of pizza places where you order extra sauce. It's just too salty. It's way too salty. So I take it back. But, veggies. I prefer. I prefer regular crust. I don't know how to explain it without like giving away too much. But I don't like thin crust. I don't like multigrain. I just like regular pizza that's indulgent. It's not deep dish, but it's pretty close. It's pretty close. Okay, but most of the thin crust I try is not crunchy. That's why I probably don't enjoy it. If I had like crunchy thin crust, I would try it. Hold on, my voice. Exactly. Tavern style? Oh, wait, that sounds interesting. I'll have to look that up. I'll have to look it up. But, anyways, thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope you guys enjoyed the very short model showcase of my cosplay model. I hope you guys enjoyed the questions. Thank you so much for sending them in. Thank you for. Don't mind. I refuse to burp on stream. But thank you so much for 250 subscribers. I really appreciate it. Yeah, I was just. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. It's fine, it's what happens when I have to hydrate. But as always, thank you so much for stopping by, whether you chatted or lurked, or if you're watching the VOD. I really appreciate you guys, especially for being patient and understanding during the times where I couldn't stream because I was sick. Thank you guys. As always, stay hydrated, take care of yourselves, make sure to eat, make sure to rest, make sure to posture check. Oh gosh, make sure to posture check, especially as you get older. Especially. But thank you so much. I hope to use this model more for, like, I guess, Zatsus and for hopefully Switch games. I'm gonna experiment and see if potentially I can use this for Switch games. But we'll see. Yeah. As always, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to vote in the poll I post after this. And I hope I see you guys in another stream. I will be streaming, the rest of the week, but I am having you guys vote for one of them because it's a watch along. And then I will announce the other streams later today after I eat. So don't worry, we are streaming this week. We are streaming this week. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope I see you guys in the watch along. Until then, bye bye!